run it inside. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Got it, looking for the first down. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's going to pass. Finds his man. It's Martin. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. And the Golden Bears are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum. And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And the Panthers in the hurry-up. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Usually see better timing between this senior quarterback and his receivers. That one well behind him. For a quarterback, those mechanics need to be second nature, but sometimes they can get a little rushed.
Yeah, and we've seen that. We've had spin sessions on the field before games with Jesse, and just gets on that back foot a lot and just can't stay consistent at all. It might be the hair gel, weighing him down, but that back foot just starts to slide in there. Mechanics get bad, sloppy.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They move the tight end all over. This is a designed run. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Got it in the middle. It's Renfro. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers! They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They were trying to work the outside, and he played that perfectly and almost got the pick. And the Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
First down to start the drive after the break. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Floyd. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Pitt pushing the pace. On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Iowa steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Iowa City a ton of confidence. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pressure coming. Got it set up on the outside. At the 35, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Golden Bears are rolling down the field. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Cox. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Horton. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
On the move, it's Goff. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. The Panthers headed quickly to the line. They feed him again. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Up tempo for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Back to throw, it's Holstein. They're trying to get to him. He's going to take off. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Got it looking for a first. At the 40, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. The option look. Now the pitch. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They get to the line quickly. Off play action. It's complete on the right side. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers. The 18 unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The sure hands, it's Horton.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feet. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. All wideouts, no backs. off to the air on first down. That's caught. It's Martin. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to move it through the air. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man out of the backfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Safe completion on the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Hit right back to the line. Now on the move. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers! And the stomping has commenced. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he loses the football on the return.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Taking it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Pitt. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. They're trailing by just 2 to Texas. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet feet from a pick six.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting touchdown Panthers. And the punishment has been extended. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Well, 2nd and goal that time, and instead of turning around and giving it to Mr. Dependable, you just let your quarterback do it himself. Up front, everybody's got to get low. It's low man wins. They're able to get a surge, and the quarterback plows in for the touchdown.
How in the world did he miss that? About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done it.
Oh, look out. There he goes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Then pushing the base. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Renfro. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll run it from the gun. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. The score, it's 56, Cal 6.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. He'll come out throwing on first down. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Cal 6.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Now sliding to his left. Going to try to get it himself. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to...
He lobs one high down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
On the ground, it's Lloyd. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the
all kinds of running room. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Pitt right back to the line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down.
Touchdown, Panthers! And the route is on. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. A first down for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
He'll try to do it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Got a man. It's Horton. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Golden Bears have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here, and now they're playing catch.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get to it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Bring in the heat. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the fourth quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
Powers through. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. OU, oh my. Oklahoma is putting on a show offensively today. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 24 over Mississippi State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try the run. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment, because today, it was not a good day.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happened. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.